Hello!
Welcome back to Watch List.
You breathed in like you were going to bellow a hello.
Wow.
And I went to do it, and then you went, hello.
Well, I want to make sure that there isn't a jump scare added at the start of this podcast.
Well, it's a very scary episode.
It might be for some people.
Jump behind the sofa, kiddies.
Oh, this week we are talking about Doctor Who, so please stay with us, please.
Please.
It will be good. We promise.
Any female listeners have dropped out.
Any listeners?
That's my mum.
Any listeners?
Yeah.
Really? They're just anyway. We're going to be talking about Doctor Who. If you didn't know, this is Watch List. My name is Jake.
I'm Al.
That's good, you remember that. And every single Saturday we talk about film, TV, and possibly other things as well.
Anything that you can watch / listen to.
Yeah.
We might talk about music.
Might talk about audio dramas, you never know.
We might talk about The Archers. That's an old radio show.
Yeah?
Probably not, though.
No.
Yeah.
This is one of probably going to be a few reoccurring Doctor Who ones because we are big fans of Doctor Who.
Are we?
Well,
Where's this we
I
coming
am.
from?
We know it's a turbulent time out there. We're thinking of you. You know who you are. Not you. Not you.
Not you.
No.
You
sit
know what
down,
you've done.
Fucker. We're going to be talking about
any career that we might ever have.
They don't know who we're on about.
You
literally
know,
on about
you
anyone.
know who you are.
You know who you are.
You get it right in other things.
What? Mark Gatiss, you fuck.
You bastard.
We're going to be talking about classic Doctor Who.
Ooh.
Because we could talk about New Who, because, forever. We
Should
might
we?
do. Who
Will
knows? Stop us.
That'll be
Stop
really
us by
horrific.
following and subscribing us.
Yeah.
Us?
But
yeah, we're going to be talking about classic Who, because you've recently watched some classic
You recently got me to watch a couple of episodes of Tom Baker.
that guy.
Love that guy.
So I kind of cherry-picked, I would say, some of the classics. Some of the classics.
The very first one you got to watch was So Me. And I was just like, yeah, cool. I'm in.
That's true. But it also,
and then they were good, but then they dip in quality after. Yeah.
I mean, Tom Baker's era, considered for most people the best era.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, he's when you get a parody of Doctor Who, it's Tom Baker.
Doctor Y.
Doctor White. Was it White? Doctor Where?
Doctor what? Yeah, it was one of them.
That was a great show. Get the Blu-ray just so you can watch the weird,
Not sponsored by BBC. Get the Blu-ray.
But we could be.
One day, when we become the showrunners.
That would be a fun episode to do. What would we do as
that's
Doctor Who
a great one.
showrunners?
We'd definitely have to bring on, I think, a certain special guest as well.
A certain special guest. No names named.
Keep watching and you'll find out who that is.
Ooh.
It's David Tennant. No, it's not. It's not. Sadly, still a great guest, I'm sure.
Nah, would we? I mean, I could talk to him about Rivals non-stop.
Yeah.
He's
we're
nasty.
We're not here to talk about Rivals. So I showed you 3. Well, you've seen more than 3.
Seen more than 3, but the 3 that stuck out, and I think maybe the first 3 that I watched
were Talons of Wing Chiang.
Yes, brilliant.
Horror of Famrock.
A lot of fun.
And Pyramids of Mars.
Yeah, and really important to watch Pyramids of Mars, I think, to understand the shoot you get with
the tomfoolery.
Well. Yeah.
So. We'll start with, I guess, the earliest one in terms of the sort of, where it is in the timeline of Tom Baker. So, Pyramids of Mars.
Pyramids of Mars, okay, yeah.
Which is written by Robert Holmes, who did many. I mean, it was Ghost. I think it was Ghost written by Robert Holmes. I think it was a different writer, but it basically got rewrote so much that Robert Holmes got a kind of credit eventually. Okay. 4-parter. Season 13.
Yeah, that was new to me.
Yes, the parts, 25 minutes.
A story being over 4 weeks.
How do you feel about that? Just quickly off
I quite liked it.
Yeah.
I think because New Who seems to have gone in. New Who seems to have gone in both the opposite directions. I.e., there's 2-parters.
Yep.
Didn't they do a season or a couple of seasons where the entire season was the story, like Flux.
Yeah, Flux was one.
And I'm sure they must have done something, or at least like.
There's a season of just two-parters.
Yeah.
So they've toyed around with it.
Didn't like that so much, but I do like having the same story to go back to, and I mean from a filmmaking point of view, very economic to get 4 episodes, 4 episodes of TV out of one set of sets and a set of costumes.
Well, they were working around the year. They hardly had a break. They were doing an episode every single week, and sometimes it would only be a week or two in advance of it airing.
Right. Okay.
And because of this, for the most part, they only got one take. Unless something went wrong, it's a one take thing, which is so impressive just to get that quality
and
from
even
one take.
if something does go wrong, most of the time they're like, "Fuck it, we're moving on."
Keep going.
What do you mean the boom's in? Doesn't matter. It's an alien.
That's the least of their worries. At least they don't have like fluffed lines. You still get a feel, but So Pyramids of Mars. So Elizabeth Sladen, Sarah Jane, obviously who came back in the new season
again, because I only know Sarah Jane from the Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a standalone thing in my head. Like I knew it was related to Doctor Who somehow. But I remember watching a lot of episodes of the earlier stuff.
I mean, she was going to have a spin-off back in the 70s. The 8x80s. But I only got a pilot episode. That was it. So, second time's a charm, like 30, 40 years later or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Pyramids of Mars. What did you think of Pyramids of Mars?
So, I really like the historical episodes of Doctor Who. That's what I watched Doctor Who for. And you you pitch Tom Baker Doctor Who, or at least some of the stories, as sort of Hammer horror-esque.
Yep.
And I definitely think the 3 that we're talking about today have a bit of Hammer horror to them.
I mean, when you've got a producer called Philip Hinchcliffe, you know you're going to get Hammer. He loved Hammer horror, and he thought, why can't Doctor Who do that? And so that's what they did.
I would pose that question now. Why can't they still do that? Every now and then is a treat.
Hammer was relevant back then. It's not really relevant now.
It doesn't matter. I want to watch. I want to see it.
Okay. Well, you've got. You've got.
Anyway, that showrunner episode. You know where that's going.
Next week. Right after this.
No, we'll give you a bit of a... It's the Patreon exclusive.
Oh, right, okay.
So I liked it. Obviously, it's, as the title suggests, it's got ancient Egypt influences.
Yeah.
But it's through the lens of a sort of late Victorian, early Edwardian fascination of Egyptology, which I always find interesting in stories like that.
Could you just like summarize the plot based on your watching a few months ago?
It was a while ago.
This will be a testament to how good the story was.
Yeah, so they sort of land as they always do. No, they do. That's how the stories always start with Doctor Who.
It would be shit if they didn't land.
But
they have been stories where they haven't.
For like yonks.
Oh right,
you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
They land. They're like, oh, what's going on up here? There's sod all happening. It's quite quiet, and then this like sallow-looking man is.
Isn't he called like?
Is it like
Salaman?
Salaman.
Let me fact check that for us. But he's a pasty looking.
He looks like a corpse already, which is great. Like more characters like that, yes please. And he's clearly not well. He's clearly not himself.
Scarman. We were very close.
Scarman, right? That's very on the nose, isn't it?
Yep.
But his brother comes to like visit because he's concerned, and he's got a bodyguard who basically tells the brother to sod off.
Yep.
Brother doesn't like that.
Bad vibes.
Brother doesn't like that, and then it's going to be really summarised because I don't really remember the
Do you want me to help you?
Yeah, go on then.
So yeah, there's basically this plan. These robotic mummies. So they're big mummies.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, they're chunky mummies.
They're chunky mummies, not the ones you may be after.
What you're looking
but
for.
There's a funny thing is when you see the sarcophaguses, sarcophagi.
Well, it depends how many there are. If there's a sarcophagus, but there may be multiple sarcophagi.
But they're really
right.
big because they couldn't find ones that were big enough to house these because they were chunky chunky mummies.
It was like robots with bandages on, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
essentially
they're basically building a machine or a laser or some device that will unlock the sort of prison of a very certain guy, just a lad.
We're not saying the dude's name.
Well, if you create an anagram out of banana and you mix up the letters,
it's not banana, is it?
No, but it's about as fucking logical as the one in Doctor Who.
It's a bit like the my name is Tom Marvolo Riddle. Lord
It's
Voldemort.
bollocks. That's what it is.
Did you know apparently in the French translation of that they had to
Just add letters
to be Elvis or some
Just
shit.
to
I
work
can't
out.
remember what it was.
It's
but something like
Sutek.
Sutek. Famously from the first season of Shooty Gatwa's era.
Yeah.
So that's why this is a really important one to watch.
Big dog.
Big dog.
He's not a big dog in this though. He's a man with a mask.
Yeah. The mask is pretty
So
sick.
that's pretty much the whole plot, right? But you haven't said one important fact which you love is where is it set?
It's in a house.
Whose house?
In real life,
Yeah, well, not on the.
it was. Yeah, no, that would be a great twist if.
That's what he says right at the end before they get in the TARDIS.
Yeah.
He says, by the way, and then.
I can't think of any Rolling Stone songs off the top of my head that could be a fun little. Anyway, it's Mick Jagger's house. Mick Jagger's house. And yeah, he was just like, yeah, sod it, film there if you like.
Yeah.
And there was also something in the behind the scenes about, like, there was a local school that had a school trip to the set whilst they were filming.
Yeah.
That's always quite nice because that's always been, to my knowledge, part of the show is the outreach and the.
Yeah. Didn't they give the class like a prop? Was that one or a different one?
Wasn't it the?
Or was it a different story?
No, I think it was the pyramid.
Right.
They were like, we're done with this.
Oh yeah, because they say it was very big, and they were like, we don't know what to do with it.
Like, we don't know how to get rid of this.
Do maths or something with it. It's a pyramid.
Chuck it in
like
landfill.
isosceles or whatever.
Yeah, and it's still there. And the teacher was just moaning, going, "Well, we don't bloody want it, but we can't. The kids want it, so we've got to take it." It's like when you're chucking stuff out of the loft, and you find stuff from your childhood, and you're like, "I'll keep this." And you tell yourself the lie of, "I'll keep it for my kids." Nah, it's a Skate Electric set. I'm going to play with that as soon as I get home.
So yeah, that's the basic plot. So it's sort of period piece. It's mummies walking around crushing people, evil henchmen. I think one of the most shocking parts is when the brother dies. Spoilers, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Like he just gets killed by his own brother, even though the doctor's like, don't do it. He's possessed, and he's like, "It's my brother.
It's my brother. My brother."
And then we have Sutek. So what did you think of Sutek? Obviously, you only known him as big dog form.
Yeah. So much more intimidating in Pyramids of Mars.
Sat in his little throne.
Yeah, he's just got an aura
chair.
about him.
I
And he's not just a
Sutek's
CGI mess going.
gift of dust.
I was clinging on for dear fucking life.
Is that so? You know the bit, where they're flying through the vortex and Sutek's. Does it just freeze and he goes, and there I was?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's me.
I was on a lead.
Yeah, and he didn't take him out for walkies.
No,
He just had him tied up to the.
he basically, if you ever saw someone walking outside just dragging their dog across the floor,
Yeah,
that's
that
what.
was awful.
Or a dog on wheels. You know, like those toy ones.
Disabled dogs? Oh.
No, toy ones.
Right, okay. Two very different things.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like that, I guess. But bad CGI added on.
But they
top.
just, I think they really kind of give him
And Susan
like you
Triad.
don't see Sutek until the final episode. I don't believe. So they kind of build him up.
You hear his voice though,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, you hear
Oh,
him.
they gave him the Thanos.
And when he kills the manservant, that's quite funny.
Yeah.
He just comes out and he puts his hand and I give you the gift of death, or he just melts him.
Oh yeah, fuck him up.
It's great. It's grim. Again, this era Doctor Who got a bit grim, and I like it.
Servants who like go, who like really want to like impress to the point of they show that they're pathetic. That's in Talons as well. And I quite like that trope of of those stories.
And also, like the episode it kind of reflects the idea of these Englishmen that were just obviously just looting and plundering. These sort of historically significant Egyptian heirlooms or whatever. He just put it in his house.
It's got a lot to it because a lot of people's views on, and I think even mine before I actually watched the old Who, was, it's there's nothing to it. Like there's no. They knocked them out. Like there was so many of them. It was hundreds of episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
They can't all. They can't have consistent stories and stuff. But I genuinely think they do. I think they say a lot in certain episodes, and when you watch the behind the scenes, they're actually like, it's not just we did it in a week and we moved on to the next one. It was like, oh no, we actually thought about this, and we wanted to portray this sort of thing. So yeah.
So then we move on. Oh, I guess I was also going to ask about Sarah Jane. Obviously, that's your first story with her when she was. Obviously, she's kind of a fan favourite companion because she's kind of got all the qualities you kind of want from her.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Did you get a semblance?
Imagine her in, because I remember. I think the story that stuck in my mind with her was the one in the village that like they were replicants or something.
Yeah, the android invasion.
Android invasion. That one stuck out for me because she has a lot to do.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I don't really remember her standing out too much.
Okay.
There's a lot of like running around the grounds.
She has a gun. She shoots a gun.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's quite a good sequence. I remember that quite clearly. But yeah, she's not. But like you said, it was the first story that I saw her in. But again, compared to the other companion that I've seen, and I was a bit like, oh, okay, she's quite a lot, whereas Sarah Jane seemed a bit reserved.
She's quite normal.
She's because obviously she's a human as well, compared to the other character who is, say an alien, like a humanoid alien.
Yeah.
And is like wild and crazy and
very different,
and also doesn't understand the world, so is learning a lot of things that we take for granted, if that makes sense. So yeah, generally, cool. Quite quiet in this story.
So then we'll move on to. Would you want to move on to your favourite or not? Or leave that one till last?
We can leave that till last.
Okay, so we'll move on. This is going to spoil it, I guess. So just purely out of thin air now, which one am I going to pick?
At least two.
Horror Fan Rock.
Oh, that is my favourite.
So this is a Terrance Dicks.
Yeah.
Who, again, these names, if you know Doctor Who, you'll kind of know who they are. And this is the Doctor and Leela. Yes. And the basic plot is that they are trapped in a lighthouse. I think it's... What period is it? It's definitely period, isn't it?
Yeah, again, I think it's Edwardian.
Stuck in a lighthouse, and an alien blob comes in, and that's the whole thing. 4 parts.
Yeah.
And that's season... for 15, start season 15.
It's like the old lighthouse keeper and a couple of subordinates.
There's a shipwreck in it at the start.
Yeah, but we don't meet the inhabitants of the ship until like maybe the second episode, I think.
Oh yeah, maybe. Correct? Yeah, and they're all sort of upper class snobs.
Yeah.
Which is typical Terrance Dicks.
But they've got their own little subplot going on, which I quite like.
So obviously you mentioned. Well, we've sort of referred to Leela. I don't know if you want to fully talk about her now or wait until the next one, because I think the next one showcases her better than this does. But
well, she goes a bit crazy in this one where. So the whole idea is this alien blob is possessing people.
Yeah, because it is just like a jellyfish.
It's a jellyfish on the floor. It can't do anything.
That apparently fought the Sun Tyrants. I'd like to see that. They've only ever done that in audio drama. I wonder why.
Wow, are you a fan by any chance?
Yeah, I was going to say that then. I sounded really sad.
They've actually only ever done that in the audio drama.
Someone love me. But evil jellyfish.
Evil jellyfish. I mean, normal jellyfish.
I was going to say, don't
bastards anyway.
Yeah. Is there such thing as a good jellyfish? You don't get a children's book that says like the good jellyfish, do you?
That's very similar to like the good Nazi. It's not quite the same.
Don't get your jellyfish and Nazis mixed up, for God's sake.
But they will sting you, either way. And I guess one way to combat either of them, piss on them. Does that work?
Yeah, is that a myth though? Is it more just to piss off the jellyfish, literally?
Well, no, because no, here's the thing. So you don't piss on the jellyfish, you piss on the sting of the jellyfish. And again, I'm going to connect it. I'm making points by saying jellyfish and Nazi. Hitler was apparently into that, so...
Jellyfish?
Yeah, we'll keep it at that.
He's like, how can I weaponise these fucks?
How can I weaponise jellyfish? That's a Doctor Who story within itself. Hitler weaponises jellyfish. Write that down.
That's not as far-fetched as Doctor Who could be, honestly.
So, because jellyfish are shit, this one has to
just possess people. Yeah.
When
electrocutes them or whatever.
Leela finds that out, she has no problem with going, let's just kill this thing. And the Doctor's like, no, that's a person. And she's like, yeah, but evil now. And you're like, no, that's not.
So, yeah, Leela's kind of character is that, so she's an alien, but she's from the distant future, but she's kind of more, she's like a cave woman sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where she doesn't, understand the proper way of things, which I think, personally, there's a lot of flack with how she looks, and, maybe there definitely is some sexualization there, but yeah. I kind of like how it's one of the only companions where the Doctor has to actively teach her what's good and bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes Leela challenges him, where other companions will be like, oh, Doctor, okay. Where Leela's like, I want to kill this fuck, and the Doctor's like, no.
Yeah. But she makes some good points. She's just like, but this is the,
And, I mean, you could argue, this is a spoiler for the episode, this is one of the few Doctor Who's where everyone dies.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone dies. And arguably, you could say, if Leela did what was needed to be done,
less people would have died. Yeah, sure. No, that's true.
So, yeah, what did you think overall of Horror of Fang Rock?
Like I say, I loved the subplots with the characters, just to kind of root it in the time.
Yep. They're quite despicable, aren't they?
Yeah, like one's on an insurance scam, and it's like, you don't need that there, but it just adds flavour, it adds depth to those characters.
And it adds a reluctance in it. You can tell that the Doctor despises them.
Yeah.
So it adds a nice little bit of...
It's like, is he going to go out of his way to try and save them and try and look after them?
Because I think they even mention about in essence, a sort of slave that was working on the ship that went down with the ship, and they're so nonchalant on the Doctor.
Yeah, they're just like,
Tom Baker's sort of, his snap, you can see when he really means it. He bloody, he wishes that he did.
I like when he goes angry.
He's great, isn't he?
It reminds me, obviously it's the reversal of this, but Peter Capaldi, when he goes fucking, any of them really.
But it's the quiet, I think it's the quiet rage that you think, oh shit.
Yeah.
Or when Tom has his qualities is this is what they say about him. He delivers lines in ways you wouldn't expect the line to be delivered. So sometimes he will say something with malice with a smile, and you think, oh god, like that's evil.
It's chilling. Yeah, for sure. I thought it was a beautiful set piece as well.
Yeah, all set in this, which quite a great lighthouse set, really, wasn't it? Because it was only a room, a staircase, and the top.
You had like the stoker room down
That's
the
right,
bottom. You had the dining quarters, living quarters kind of thing, and then the main thing, and they get a lot of use out of that stairwell.
Oh yeah.
They overuse that stairwell to hell, which is fine. You're stuck in a lighthouse. Do that. Make us feel like we're there and we haven't got anywhere to go. Is it the end of the first episode or is it the end of the second? When you see the ship crash, because that was quite a big.
Yeah, it's a great
set
model
piece,
set
Oh,
piece.
it was a model, but it was great.
I can't recall. I would have thought the first episode because there's quite a lot of characters that need to be killed off.
Yeah.
And there's only a few that actually work at the lighthouse.
How many parts was
four?
Four
Parts, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, Doctor Who, or old Doctor Who at least, known for being cheap, but it doesn't particularly feel. I think the only time it feels cheap is when you're outside of the lighthouse.
Yeah, with the rocks.
With the rocks and the smoke, and you're like, "What? Why are we?"
I do like the atmosphere, though. I like I mean, if you've got a lighthouse at night where the power's going, you've got to put the fog up. You've got to have that.
Oh yeah.
They feel cold, and it kind of adds to it. And it also does the sky stuff as well, but it adds to it, I think. And yeah, everyone dies. It's pretty grim.
One of the first people to die. The Doctor already knows him from somewhere else. Is that true, or am I making that up in my own head?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
Don't hold me on that one.
No.
Yeah, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It's a lot of fun. They utilise the hell for an entire 4-parter to be set in one building essentially,
and it's got good pace.
Yes. Yeah. And it's not. It's got a tiny bit of, we're going up and then we're going down and then we're going up again, because we haven't got anywhere to. But I think that adds to it, because it's like, we are claustrophobic. If we need to, if I need to separate from this person, I can only go up there or out this door, or
I think one of my favourite cliffhangers is when the main guy with the beard, or whatever, I think he dies earlier on, and I think one of the cliffhangers is him just like walking down the stairs or something, or just steps into the room and he's all pale, and you're like, and he's like, hello, whatever, and you're like, oh no,
because there are some special effects,
big blob,
but like, they rely on the acting and they rely on makeup and things to really sell, like, the possession and the sort of the death of the characters and things. I think that works quite
and also
well.
I think I remember like the top of the lighthouse, like the way they did that, where it's clearly like
that's a bit odd
a screen or whatever. It's not quite there, but you can see what they were going for. So that was Horror Fang Rock. So now we move on to last but certainly not least, the first one I showed you, because I thought, it's often in the top episodes ever. I thought, I'll show you the cream of the crop, and now you've complained because you've said everything else is inferior. It is The Talons of Wang Xiang. This is season 14, end of season 14. It's a 6-parter, and it's written by Robert Holmes, and it's with Leela once more. I think one of Leela's first stories, if not her first major story.
It was, so one of the longest stories that I've watched, I think.
The longest technically you've watched, right? Because you haven't watched any other 6-parters.
Oh, okay.
So it's just that one.
Didn't feel it at all.
Set in Victorian London.
It's set in Victorian London. It's set in a theatre, which that's ticked another box.
Puppet.
There's a puppet, but is it a puppet? Who knows?
There's obviously the sort of fog, streets and sort of Jack the Ripper vibes. Some killer on the loose. Sewers and
got sewers, and you've got like surgeons and showmen, and it's there.
And then like layers that are layers that are sort of theatrical and sort of big and colourful, and
big set pieces,
nice big
lots
sets,
of fun. Really, like a big world is created, and that theatricality is is sort of paramount to the story, and it's the villains kind of like what they hide behind, if you like. That's their cover story is being part of this act.
Yeah, and I think often, like I've said to you, that six-parters are known to be often quite problematic because they turn into usually it's we've been captured, we escape, we've been captured, we escape.
That happens a couple of times, but because of everything else, I forgive it for that.
I think it's really helped. The story, I think, is good. Like, it works. You know, the basic plot, it's nothing you haven't seen before. It's evil. What's his name again? It's Wang Chiang, but also Magnus Greel. He's trying to, I don't know. He's building a time machine, right? That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Building a time machine. And that's the basic plot. But it's the characters, I think, that really. I mean, you've got Lightfoot. You've got Jago, you've got Mr. Sin, you've got obviously the villain, and I think obviously you've got Leela and then the Doctor, and all of them together just form this like incredible ensemble.
Yeah, Li Chang, is it?
Yeah, Li Chang is the sort of he's the first villain.
He's who you think is the big villain. Turns out he's just like the snivelling like servant.
I love his arc as well because he doesn't get killed by him, like, you know, as soon as he goes, oh, I can't do it, he actually kind of turns against his master a little bit, or tries to, like, you know, he's like, oh, like,
yeah,
there's this patheticness to him where you kind of feel for him a little bit, where he's like, he's the henchman that is, like, he's sick of being ordered around. He's like, I don't want to do this.
Because he's been ordered around a lot, and he's been incredibly subservient, and then he kind of just goes, nah, do you know what, if you've got to be a dick, I'm trying my hardest, you're being an arsehole, fine.
I've put on this accent. I've put on the makeup.
I've put on the makeup, which I don't think he should have, personally. Yeah, but he's put on the makeup, he's put on the voice.
He's good, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I get it. It's problematic. It shouldn't be a thing.
He inhabits the role.
But he's pretty good. I mean, and then you've got Jago and Lightfoot, which you obviously adore straight away.
Jago and Lightfoot are great. So, Jago is the guy who runs the theatre. He's larger than life. He's, he's a lad. Yeah. He drinks port and you know.
Yeah, we've got to sell these tickets, and we've got to get bums on seats.
Show business incarnate. And then you've also got Lightfoot, who is I don't know if he's like post-mortem.
Is he
I don't know the name.
Like a mortuary worker, is he, or something?
He's like a
autopsy person. Autopsist.
I'm sure you can have a little look.
Yeah,
and the great thing about these two characters who feel very different to each other, they sort of form a friendship by the end of the story, through sort of their lives being entangled because of the Doctor and because of Li Chang.
It says he's a pathologist and a bookshop owner. I'm not sure if we got to that bit. He's also, I like the way he's called Lightfoot because he is like this sort of slightly feeble but well-mannered, like, you know, quite small man in a way, but he's
the sort of kindly, tiptoeing, and again, because he contrasts so much with Jago, who's larger than life, and, you know,
a showman,
he
like
loves having a laugh and being, you know, the centre of attention. The great thing about them becoming friends, the great thing about them two becoming friends is that got the Jago and Lightfoot audio drama series, which is so much fun. It's just those two without the Doctor being about to
what a shame
not have a laugh. They're just solving like Victorian paranormal,
I mean, that's great,
/ alien like murders and things. It's great. It's like if Sherlock Holmes was continually in Doctor Who. It was a lot of fun.
So then you've got Mr. Sin.
Mr. Sin, who's played by Deep Roy, who I know from Tim Burton's Willy Wonka. He played all of the
Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas. And I remember that because I saw it with my mum and dad, and afterwards my dad was like, "Oh, you know that all of the Oompa Loompas are one person, and they just digitally." And I was like a kid when it came out. My mum was like, "Don't ruin it for him." I wasn't that stupid. Like I could see it was the same face, but it's like it's not spoiling the magic for me. Like, do you know what I mean?
Don't ruin him. / also maybe plant some slightly racist thoughts into his head.
But yeah, he's great as Mr. Sin.
Well, he's basically like a ventriloquist dummy, isn't he? That comes to life, which is terrifying.
Yeah, with a little knife.
When he's on the gun at the end, he's great.
That's very sort of Sherlock Holmes sign of fall. In that, you think it's one thing, and then he's got to
because they deliver like a basket, don't they, to the house?
Oh yeah, a laundry basket.
Yeah, and he jumps out of
it.
He's terrifying.
He's a lot of fun.
And again, you said about the knife, and that is something, again, with the tone of this, it's very, I mean, the writing, Robert Holmes, is just so sharp, so darkly funny.
Yeah.
Because it is quite grim. Like, there's a part where, like, I think, is it the Doctor and Leela, they get, like, jumped by these sort of men in the alley or whatever, and there's a knife and stuff, and you're like, Jesus, like, and Leela, like, takes them out. It's like, okay. Also, I mean, I think it looks gorgeous, sets, everything. Yeah. Costume work is superb. I mean, the Doctor has this unique outfit, and Leela as well has this sort of Victorian woman, because you don't see her wearing that much clothes.
I think that's the only time that they kind of wrap her up, and the Doctor's like, this is proper polite society, so
And she's like, I can't fight in this.
Yeah, she's like, I can't kick ass. But she does. She manages it.
Yeah. I think she jumps through a window at one point.
Yeah, I think that was the writers, when she's like, I can't fight in this, going, see, this is why we don't give her any clothes, so that she's flexible and she can fight. Yeah.
That's what you say.
Is that why it is? Is that what you tell your wife when you go home? Oh no, we had to write her in just a loincloth.
But yeah, this was your first introduction of, well, I guess properly, of Tom Baker and Leela.
Yeah.
I guess before we say that, I guess also the main villain. So obviously you see he's very Phantom of the Opera, and he's got that mask,
and then he's got
it peels off.
That's a great look. I think that's one of my favourite makeup looks.
It's really good, isn't it? It's like a drippy sort of where his time travel is fucked up, and he's just been disformed by.
Yeah, because he's like such an arrogant prick. He goes, it's got to work, and then it fucks up again. He goes, and then the Doctor's like, you're a knob, mate. And he goes, no, it'll definitely work again because I'm super, I'm great. And he goes, but you're not. Like, you've proven time and time again.
It's definitely going to work. Oh, why is that? We're on episode 6.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Let's wrap this up.
The climax is great because you got Mr. Sin on his little gun, like the dragon, massive dragon out there. Oh, he's shooting
just
shit.
Polystyrene, but it doesn't look it.
Yeah, you go on Lightfoot, they get like trapped in a cellar or something. There's so much going on. It's crazy. Yeah. And of course, we can't talk about this story without talking about arguably the best part. Oh yeah, and that is, of course, the giant rat in the sewer.
We sort of mentioned it last time when we were talking about last time, it might not be the
what were we talking about again?
Indian in the cupboards. We were like, don't let it be, because the rat is too white.
And it's obviously like a costume with people inside it.
Yeah,
it's like a nativity donkey, but 4 times too big.
Yeah, it's four fully grown blokes in a rat costume.
It's not good.
Instead of 2 kids in a donkey.
Out of context, very
and it's like going forward, like, because it's so wide, you couldn't get like side shots of it. It shuffles forwards, and you're supposed to be terrified of this.
And Leela like sort of wrestles with it.
Yeah.
Again, what's going on there?
Yeah. How can we get rid of
here for it,
in those wet, dirty sewers? Let's have a wrestle a rat.
Imagine reading that on the page and they're going, "Oh, we'll think about that next week." And then next week comes along and they're like,
"What have you got, lads?"
Shit. My mum's got a big fur coat. Get it here.
Get it on. So yeah, it's a great sequence.
I'm just
It's
a
not good.
coffee guy. Fucking get on your hands and knees, you little shit. Crawl through this sewer.
Is it the?
Is it full of shit? It will be soon. Even don't fucking hurry up.
Is it the rat that gets Lee Chang in the end, or?
Or someone gets trapped in there, doesn't they?
Nibbled by it at one point.
just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like I say, it's big, it's fun.
Yeah, sets are beautiful.
Sets are beautiful. Costumes great. Again, in this one, Lula's not as stupid.
No, I was going to ask. I was going to say, obviously, this was your first introduction, but I like the way that because of the period and the time setting, the Doctor is teaching her even more like prim and proper manners, you know.
Yeah.
And she's got to adapt to that because it's such a different climate.
But yeah, she doesn't like act out as much.
No.
As she does before, so she's kind of learnt to work alongside the Doctor. I feel like compared to previous stories that I've seen her with. She's still got like spirit. She's still got fight, but like it's at the right times, and it's not acting out. Oh, we should kick ass all the time. It's like, no, you gotta. Apart from in, I think the first episode when they do have that fight in the alleyway, and then the police turn up and sort of bring them in for questioning.
Oh yeah.
And she's quite gobby then.
She's quite funny though.
She's very funny, but it's just like
she's so matter of fact.
Yeah, the Doctor's like not trying to get out of it, but like trying to be very nonchalant, and she's like, "No, we kick their asses," and they're like, "I see," and then you've got Lee Chang comes in, and there's a little bit of like, Doctor, we're gonna have a little like tete-a-tete, and then
very nearly did the accent then.
What I did no, that wasn't the accent. That wasn't the accent.
Caught. He's on the watch list.
Yeah, because I've been saying what I thought of it, and you've said it's the. What about the story?
I think it's just the writing. I think Robert Holmes is. I mean, it's so sharp. Like the dialogue and the wit. And it just allows all the actors are fantastic, and it just keeps the pace, keeps it going. And then yes, you go back to sets, you have slight flip flops with the narrative where it's like, oh, now we have to go back to this, and then we have to go back to that, or whatever. And like there's Jack the Ripper things where there's women that have gone missing, because he's had to kidnap them.
Because it tends to be like showgirls.
I can't remember why exactly. Something.
He needs like their energy, I think.
Yeah.
Which tends to be a Doctor Who trope. Like we need to kill people.
But weirdly, they don't like bring her in and put her on a treadmill or like an exercise bike. They just like it's one of the best. I mean, it's easy to say that because it's a classic and it always has been. Obviously it's pretty grim, pretty mature. I think it was maybe had some slack. I mean, the whole era did, but definitely that one, because it was trying to really be a Hammer horror sort of period gothic thing, and BBC do it really well. Because. And again, when you watch a lot of, because not just saying, but I've watched all Doctor Who, all the episodes.
Wow.
And you get a lot of spaceships, obviously, and many of them are just lit like Top of the Pops because that's the stage they were working on.
Sure.
So you get a lot of really bright, and it just makes the set look worse. But if you plunge it in, you have lighting and have contrast and fog and things like that. It really does add to it. Because I think Talon's mostly shot in studio. I can't remember much location work, if any. They had an allocation per season on how much film they could do. So sometimes stories would have to swap around and things like that. But yeah, Talon's Wayne Cheyenne, just fantastic. And yeah, it opened up obviously with Iago and Lightfoot, which are fan favourite characters. They had so many audio series. I think I know one of them's died. I don't know if both of them have, but they went for a good long bit. And it kind of reminds me in a way of Moffat's Pater Noster gang. That's the official name of them. But the Jenny and Strax and
Oh,
Vashta.
it's very much
Kind of
that
them.
kind of vibe. Again, they're both of them are derivatives of sort of Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, I think the Doctor
but in
makes
a
a joke,
fun
doesn't he,
way.
about Watson or like there's some joke in it. But yeah, so that was those Doctor Who's. But you enjoyed them.
I enjoyed them very much. Like we've obviously watched other episodes, and I'm sure we'll probably do a similar episode on some of the other ones, because I did enjoy the other ones, but for different reasons.
I guess the only other thing to ask is, what do you think of Tom Baker's Doctor?
Yeah, so we've mentioned that he, like you said, he says lines in ways that you wouldn't expect, but that gets like a different kind of vibe from him then, and it's calm and collected right up until it's not, right up until somebody says something flippantly about, another human being that they don't view as equal, but he's like, you're all the same, you're all humans. Obviously he's not, but he's just like, you're all and he gets fucking angry, and he gets in their face, and he does not like hold back.
No.
And I think that's great. I think that's something that they tried to do with Ncuti Gatwa, but didn't quite get there, because he's having such fun, and then the story calls for him to not, and then he gets angry out of nowhere, whereas it's kind of bubbling in Tom Baker. Again, I only know a handful of Doctor Who's, most of them being New Who. Tom Baker, I think, is the only one that I've really watched consistently at this point anyway. And he brews, he bubbles, and then he spits. And I think that kind of gradual build-up really, really cements him. And that's why you can have him be silly and frolicking. He's got his long scarf and his hat, and he's jumping back and forth, and he's jelly babies, right?
Yeah.
Cool. He's got all of these silly little like quirky things about him, and then he can creep into, but he can do it in different subtle ways. And yeah, he can then bubble up, and then he can get really nasty when he needs to.
Yeah, I like that. He's got a great range, and some stories will call for it. Some will be more comical. Seasons later on, they're much more like the Douglas Adams era. You've got a lot more humour in them and things, but he still has that gravitas, and you still know when he's being serious. And I think also what it comes down to is what we talked at the beginning, was just the pacing is different. I mean, it's 6 times 25 episodes.
Yeah.
So that's what, 2.5 hours, something like that, 3 hours, as opposed to, 50 minutes for one story. Like you get to, not only do you get to see more of the Doctor as a character, but you get to see how he reacts to a situation that kind of follows him for a while, and the audience. So you get to meet these different characters, Diego and Lightfoot, guest characters now on Doctor Who. They are just that, they are guest characters, which is usually like someone and you go, oh yeah, it's them. And they put in a sort of decent enough performance, but then they're gone and that's it. Whereas at least with these older ones, you have more time to spend on. I mean, yes, there's more dialogue, there's more. Sure. It's not run, action, fight, big explosions, all that shit.
But I think that's good, because it's not.
I think it suits it.
It doesn't rely on the sort of flashiness.
I think that's what differs it to other franchises, other sci-fi franchises. They're not all that, so that would be a rant for a different day. But yeah, so that's them brilliant. 3, and like you said, you've seen some more, so maybe we revisit this in the future.
Yeah.
Because there are some.
Well, I'd like to watch a couple from each Doctor as well. Maybe that would be just worth exploring. Maybe
that could be a recurring thing.
Yeah.
3 from each Doctor.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Lots of fun.
Even, I don't know, every Doctor.
Even every Doctor.
Paul
Even
McGann.
Joanna Lumley's Doctor.
Rowan Atkinson.
See, I know deep cuts.
Wow. Well, thank you all for watching / listening to Watch List. You can check us out every single Saturday
If you've got anything you think we should watch,
yeah, send it over.
Yeah.
I mean, don't send us like a 50 season thing. I mean, we're not going to.
no. But if if there's a couple of episodes of a thing, or
We do watch other things.
or films,
Just like to,
or,
say that. We don't just watch
Yeah.
Doctor Who. And that's it.
no, God,
There are
no.
other things out there. So maybe we should be contemporary as well.
But if you recommend something and we have watched it, great, because then we don't have to do any additional work.
No, that's good.
However, if it's something we haven't watched, just because we're not made of ideas, so what do you think we are, writers? Just send us whatever and we'll watch whatever. I think we can
Wow.
put that in your hands.
Oh no. We're going to get
The
some...
Barbie movie.
Oh, I was thinking so different.
I didn't even mean the Barbie movie. I meant like the VHS. There was like loads and loads of different. My cousin used to watch them. It was
Like all the straight to video ones.
yeah, like Barbie and the Princess and the Pea and the Pauper and the other one.
And the porn star. Yeah, I remember that one.
No, I haven't seen that. You'll have to send me that encrypted link. And on that note, we're on a watch list. Thank you, and good night, or
Bye.
good morning, or afternoon, or whenever you are. Doctor Who, innit?
Timey-wimey bollock.